Hi and welcome to Indic Storytelling. Today we are going to listen to the story of Why the Fish Laughed. It is a folktale from India. Once upon a time, a fisherwoman carrying a large basket filled with exotic fish went up to the queen of her kingdom. The queen looked at the fishes and she noticed that one of the fishes was particularly strange and very exotic. This fish also looked back at the queen and started laughing. It laughed, ha 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 ha, ha 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 ha, ha 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 ha. The queen was puzzled and terrified. The fisherwoman ran out of the palace and she threw all the fishes back into the river. In the meantime, the king was informed of what had happened. The queen was really aghast. She said, "There must be some reason why the fish laughed at me. You have to find out that reason for me. Go, call the wizard and ask him to get the reason for us." The minister was immediately called and he was told that if in 6 months' time he did not find the reason as to why the fish laughed, he would be deprived of his head. The minister was terrified. He went home and told his son. His son said, "Father, don't worry, I am there. I will find the answer for you." The son set off on a journey. He was walking down a farmland. An old farmer was passing by. They both joined together and started walking together. The young man, however, was behaving strangely. He was asking and saying strange things. At that time, they passed through a city. This city was desolate. Nobody answered the bell. Nobody gave them even a little bit of water to drink, and both of them were very thirsty. The young man said, "Oh, what a cemetery this is." They kept walking, and the farmer kept wondering, why is he calling this city, this large, magnificent city, a cremation ground? The farmer couldn't make any sense of the young man's speech. The young man, who was the minister's son, and the farmer walked down until they came across a cremation ground. In this cremation ground, there were a group of sadhus who were giving away food and water. They ate the food and drank the water. The young man, who was the minister's son, again said, "Oh, what a lovely, lovely city this is." The farmer was surprised. "Is this a city? This is not a city. This is a cremation ground." Soon they reached the farmer's house. The young man asked the farmer, Does your bean support the house?" Farmer didn't know what to answer. He said, "You sit under the tree. I will just return." So the farmer went in and spoke to his daughter. He said, "There is a very strange young man who was with me in the journey. He is asking if our beans support the house." His daughter said, "Father, but that is a good question to ask. What he is asking is, can we afford a guest? He doesn't want to come into our house unless we can afford to entertain him." "Oh, is that what he meant?" "Yes," said his daughter. "Now, can you explain 2 more things to me?" the farmer asked his daughter. "Yes, father, tell me." The farmer said, we were walking down the city, and in the city nobody gave us water. So he called the city a cremation ground. Why did he do so? The daughter said, "Father, it is obvious. If nobody serves you in a city, the city is as good as dead." And daughter, one more thing. We've passed through a cremation ground and there were some sadhus there and they were handing out food. He called it a lively city. For the same reason, father, if people feed you, they are not living in a cremation ground. They are actually civilized people who should be called as denizens of a great city. Is that so? Shall I call him in?" "Yes, father." So the young man was invited in. The young man saw the farmer's daughter and knew immediately she would know the answer to the fish question. He said, "The fish has laughed. Do you know why?" The daughter thought about it and she said, "The fish is laughing because there is a man who is hiding in the palace and he is trying to kill the king." The young man ran back to his father, the minister. The minister heard the story and he told the king, "There is some man who is plotting your death in this palace." The king immediately searched the palace and did find this man. They were very pleased with the minister and his son, and they gave them a lot of lands. And that was the story of why the fish laughed.